Space, truly one of man's final frontiers. Straight into the heavens where man has never dared, innovation and the minds of the many are the only way to get there. The guiding light of the stars, the sun, the moon, all the things we've strived for through all the ages are now ours because of rocketry, the greatest of man's endeavors, the greatest of its innovations and its sciences. Straight to the air, an arrow in flight. Its destination, the unknown. Here today, in the world of now, where rocketry has brought us so much innovation and change in all that we know, we explore all that rocketry has done, is doing, and will do for us in the future. Of course, that's not how it always was. We view rockets today as sleek, high-powered machines. Of course, this design has been taken back from thousands of years, back to when Chinese filled bamboo with gunpowder that they created themselves. They used this in war, fireworks, attached them to arrows, and then eventually put them in bamboo rods and shot them at their enemies, with huge explosions inspiring great awe. These evolved into Congreve rockets, a new design from Germany, which used iron shafts to direct and aim the rockets for better accuracy. These were used in different designs and shapes for rescue missions and eventually into battles, huge fiery explosions detonating around the enemies. Liquid fuel didn't come until the time of Robert Goddard, who invented the liquid-fueled rocket in his new invention, which came to be known as NEL. This radically designed rocket had the innovations which later allow high-altitude launches in today's high-stage designs. These, including the well-known V2, could not have come about without the great mind of Wernher von Braun, one of the greatest minds rocketry ever had. With his rockets and his skill in invention, he helped found what is known today as NASA, the great organization that helps us launch today's space missions and build our future in the cosmos. NASA's history truly begins with the recruit of von Braun and his comrades in what was known as Operation Paperclip. In this mission, they were assigned to fully utilize the capabilities of the V2 rockets, which had caused so much devastation in years past, as well as to create new designs, new weapons, new possible exploration vehicles, such as the Redstone, the icon of the American dream, the way we could win all wars, reach new heights, perhaps even make it to space at last. The German scientists' aims were clear, though: to make a missile that could go farther than ever, hit harder than ever, and cause more destruction than the world had ever seen before it. And on went the ideas, from the Redstone to the Jupiter, all the way to what propelled the first Americans to space. The Mercury missions, the Apollos, and onward. As the missiles were mass-produced, and the world became accustomed to a way of peace, von Braun could begin on his ideas of what rockets should be truly used for. The exploration beyond what we already knew. Into space, onto planets, and past light years of the previously unknown. Many hundreds of experiments were launched in the mid-1950s and early 1960s. Some were great successes, going higher than ever and farther than ever. Others were utter failures. At this time, many changes were made to rocket design to reduce the flaws that did so many space programs before. The new designs, such as the Jupiter, had to go through many stages in order to perfect their launches. The Redstone rockets, the ones used previously, worked excellently and were used in many missions, but many had serious problems, and a time of change was needed. At this time, the two major powers in space research, the US and the then USSR Russia, had fierce conflicts. The world was shocked with Russia's first satellite, the first in human history, Sputnik 1. Americans were hot on their trail, though, and would not let anything this gigantic slip right past them. Though their rockets could never stand up to the sheer size and power of the Soviet missiles, they tried their best. Hard work and deliberation brought them to finally launch the first of the US satellites. America's success wouldn't last for long, though. The Soviets were already planning to send man into space, and the pressure was on. Through trial and error, both sides of the space race created great innovations in the world of rocketry. Huge new motors and missiles were built, sending people higher and higher and higher into the skies. New facilities and hangars, new pieces were built, new ways of moving them. And most importantly, new engines, new ways to get past every obstacle we'd seen before. All was done in utmost secrecy. Though the Russians had already sent a man to the skies in a rocket, the Americans kept at their dream of getting to the stars. They finally launched their first astronaut, and Alan Shepard took to the skies in a modified Redstone sent to orbit. But Werner von Braun still had some tricks up his sleeve. He was determined to get past all of the victories and began the Apollo program as such. More gigantic rockets were built, and man was underway in its famous quest to go to the moon. But after the Americans won the space race, they wanted to go higher, faster, farther, and better than ever before, to see the blue marble beneath them. So they persevered and built new designs, new super efficient machines of power and grace, to launch them to the atmosphere higher than they'd ever attempted before. Larger motors and unprecedented payloads kept us going to glory in the success of man over nature. We built satellites for every use, vehicles for every endeavor, launch pads for every new mission, spaceships to take us where no man had ever gone before. To the future and beyond. Though we had disasters and troubles along our way, through every corner we persevered and made it bright. Today, space is marked by the victory of mankind and its journey to the ends of the universe. Higher we go, the innovations of rocketry with it.